Have you any idea what the cost of your actions is? What their effect might be? Who are you to give them hope?
What do you give them?
We give them happiness, and they give us authority.
The authority to take away their freedom under the guise of democracy.
Men can never be free, because they're weak, corrupt, worthless, and restless. The people believe in authority. They've grown tired of waiting for miracle and mystery. Science is their religion.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now.
Science fiction, or a warning hidden in plain sight? For decades, the X-Files blurred the line between fiction and reality, exposing government cover-ups, secret experiments, and the shadowy elite pulling the strings. But in Season 10's opener, the show didn't just entertain, it laid out the blueprint for their control. The deep state, the planned collapse, the quiet war against humanity. Was the X-Files telling us what's already happening? Or what's about to? This isn't just entertainment. This is a message.
Why do such a thing and lie about it? Our own government.
Your own government lies as a matter of course, as a matter of policy. The Tuskegee experiments on black men in the 30s, Henrietta Lacks.
What are they trying to do?
That's the missing piece.
But it's not hard to imagine. A government hiding, hoarding alien technology for 70 years at the expense of human life and the future of the planet. Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves. In a state of perpetual war. To create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose. The corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
Happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear.
They can just steal your money?
Followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
In the very first episode of Season 10, Fox Mulder unravels the true nature of power. A secret government exists beyond elections. Wars, economic collapses, and pandemics are orchestrated. Technology and medicine are withheld to keep us weak and dependent. This is no conspiracy theory, it's the very structure of Mystery Babylon. The show openly admits that the real rulers are not presidents or Congress, but hidden hands operating from the shadows. In The X-Files, they expose how governments create crises to justify taking more control. False flag attacks, tragedies designed to increase surveillance and strip freedoms. Biological warfare, engineered viruses used to control populations. The media's role, spreading fear to keep the people distracted, divided, and obedient.
Donald Trump is a genuine threat to this nation. He's a threat to our freedom. He's a threat to our democracy. He's literally a threat to everything America stands for.
4 days out from Election Day, and former President Donald Trump is escalating his violent rhetoric, suggesting one of his most prominent critics, the former Congresswoman Liz Cheney, should be fired upon.
She's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face. You know, they're all war hawks when they're sitting in Washington in a nice building saying, oh, gee, let's send 10,000 troops right into the mouth of the enemy.
Let's see how she feels when the guns are trained on her face. Let's sit with that for a moment. Of course, violent rhetoric, it's not new for Trump. But this stark imagery represents an escalation at a tense moment when the country is on edge heading into Tuesday, with 7 in 10 Americans saying they feel anxious or frustrated about the election, according to a new AP poll. And it comes after Trump has raised the specter of using the U.S. military on Americans he calls the enemy within.
I think the bigger problem is the enemy from within, not even the people that have come in and destroying our country. By the way, totally destroying our country. The towns, the villages, they're being inundated. But I don't think they're the problem in terms of Election Day. I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics.
Watch as this young woman, so broken by woke lunacy, screams in the face of a toddler in a stroller. These are the people who think they're your moral superiors.
From some of our so-called politicians. And then you got people like Hillary Clinton, George Clooney, Joy Reid, Robert De Niro, wannabe politicians, and it's time for them to shut up because somebody is going to get killed other than the fireman that got killed already in Pennsylvania. Mentally ill people hear this violent, dangerous rhetoric, and we're going to have a copycat. It's coming.
This isn't fiction. It's happening right now. The X-Files names the puppet masters the global elite manipulating humanity. The Syndicate, a secret group working with extraterrestrial intelligence to enslave mankind. The government-industrial complex, the fusion of corporations, military, and media to maintain total control. The DNA experiments, human modification programs designed to engineer a new class of controlled beings. Is this fiction? Or is it predictive programming, conditioning us to accept what's coming? Look around. What was once science fiction is now reality. AI surveillance, mass data collection, and predictive policing. Global pandemics and experimental medical treatments. Controlled opposition, keeping people distracted while the real agenda moves forward. Chris Carter, the creator of The X-Files, has said many of the show's stories were based on real intelligence sources. If that's true, then what's next? Much like People Today speaks about The Simpsons and how the cartoon predict the future. This is in media everywhere as the elites are extremely braggadocios and love to reveal their plans. It's a power move since most people only think they are simply entertained, not warned of their own destruction. The X-Files Season 10 didn't just revive a TV series. It exposed the system. The government isn't here to save you. The media isn't here to inform you. And the people you think are in charge? They're just actors in a larger script. This is Babylon, a world where truth is buried under entertainment. You were warned. The question is, were you paying attention?
You can't say these things. Saying these things would be incredibly irresponsible.
It's irresponsible not to say it.
Especially if it's the truth.
Subscribe to 3 Seconds to Midnight. Time is running out.